I came since 1997 to UK with my children. I have in that time 3 boys coming to me to this country in 1997 September. I lived in several temporary accommodation, including bed and breakfast, and moving around East London. It was very, very difficult until I heard about Befriend A Family, and my first visit was from Lola. She visited me in my temporary accommodation. She noticed how it is very, very difficult, the overcrowding, the stress, the long waiting time. So she supported me by writing to the housing email, and when she have any good news or reply, she give me a big hope. And it ended up this tragedy on last year 2012 when I got my permanent flat on Westminster Edgeworth Road. I'm very happy now with my children.
5 years ago, I was on temporary accommodation in Pimlico. Thanks to Befriend A Family, they have helped me to move to permanent accommodation. And also I have received a lot of help from them, and different kind of help actually, in study, education, and also because I had a time of isolation. Didn't like to meet people, didn't like to have a contacts, so they helped me to get out of this isolation and helped my children and find somebody for them to play with them while I can rest a bit and have time for myself. And from there, from that time on, I become more open, did a lot of education, doing at this moment also volunteering work, and I am trustee of Befriend A Family as well, and I do appreciate every help they help me and my kids.
There are 950 families and over 1,900 children living in temporary accommodation in Westminster in overcrowded conditions with limited amenities. The current waiting list for a 3-bed home is 8 years. The reality is that children and parents will continue to live in temporary accommodation for many, many years. One of our families has been living in temporary accommodation for 16 years.
Okay, about Marco then. He was a volunteer, yeah, he was working with us, and he was actually more than just a volunteer, he was a really good friend to me. I could tell him my personal problems and everything. I could actually open up to someone, because it was actually quite difficult for me to open up to people. And even now, it takes time for me to trust people and to open up to them, but Marco he was just special. He was actually more like a brother or uncle to me. And he actually taught me a lot, not just swimming, but also about life, about how to behave outside, how to approach people, how to stay more relaxed. And actually also helped my siblings, Daniel and Jesse. They really loved them too.
Our Homeless Families project is responding to the needs of these families, many of whom are fleeing domestic violence, have mental health difficulties or other complex needs. Our 200 volunteers provide a weekly home visiting service to 80 homeless families each year, a sustained presence in the lives of these vulnerable families. Our volunteers also provide weekly community-based sports, arts and educational projects for these families. They organise half-term and summer family outings so that children and parents can build positive relationships, learn and have fun together in places around London. Our community projects provide respite for families so that they have relief from harmful living environments once or twice a week. We've been supporting families for over 24 years, and because of the extraordinary dedication of our staff and volunteers, we were recently awarded the Outstanding Organisation Award at the Westminster Community Awards. We rely on donations to keep our services running. Please support homeless children and families by making a donation. please go to befriendafamily.co.uk and make a donation today. Thank you.